It's good to have you there. This is the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN Television. You're on to the news on the hour. I am Fulusho Taiwo. You're welcome. Following the recent signing of the Not Too Young to Run bill into law by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, which has spurred different reactions from across the country, the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion has directed youth to use this opportunity to take charge of the country, usurp and dethrone the elderly generation who have been in the saddle of power for very long. Speaking in an interview in Anambra State, the Primate and Archbishop Metropolitan of the Anglican Church of Nigeria with other clerics advised youth to learn from the mistakes of the elderly generation. The clerics also advised President Muhammadu Buhari and others who have been in power for donkey years to domesticate the bill by empowering the youth to succeed them.
They should be enlightened politically. They should aspire to offices. They should vote and be voted for. And they should hope to do better than the elders, because actually the elders have not done very well.
It means to you that the youth has now opportunity. 35 years ago, Buhari said the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. But 35 now, they are still there. These elderly people must know that they should be consultants and they should retire. Most of them are expired. Most of them are analogs. So it's time for you to prove themselves that they are relevant in society today by making themselves useful, but they need empowerment. They need encouragement. What we need now is the domestication of that bill. If you have signed a bill, then domesticate it practically. Let people now be involved. Not saying don't contest in 2019. We need a new spirit, a new blood in the new Nigeria. That is what we need. So you young people must organize themselves, mobilize themselves to bring Nigeria out of the wolves we are in. There should be new people who are not new breeds, but be new breeds indeed, that will turn Nigeria around. That's what God wants. And they must be given the chance. The old people should now retire and be as consultants.
2019 may be looking very close, but let me assure our youth that there is so much God can do between now and 2019. God has promised and He will not fail. The Lord will raise leaders for us that will take us to where He wants us to be as a country. We are suffering as youths. We have been marginalized as youths. And in this country, we want to call on all the youth to rise up against what is ungodly. The way we are going now as youths, it's clear that we are not even bothered. So I call on all youths, not just Christians, Nigerian youth, to rise up and see that the Lord is depending on them now to change the destiny of our country for good.
The Secretary General Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Usman Baba Gezama, has accused the Benue State government of promoting hatred by enacting the anti-open grazing law. Baba Ngezama stated while appearing on Channel's television show. According to Baba Ngezama, the purpose of establishing laws was to create peace and harmony rather than conflict, adding that on the eve of the implementation of the law, the governor said it is a win-win situation. Baba Ngezama further stated that the farmers nor the pastoralists are not winners, not even the government, because lives are being lost on daily basis and people are being taken out of their comfort zone and kept into camps.
Laws are supposed to bring peace and harmony in a particular society. So wherever a law is intended, it is intended to solve a problem. But there is a law in Benue that has not solved a problem. Instead of solving it, it has further aggravated the embers of hatred in Benue State, resulting to loss of lives and properties. So today, if we want to talk, we have to talk objectively, because people's lives are at stake.
He also called on the state government to provide another alternative that will accommodate both parties and prevent further loss of lives and properties in the state.
We are not saying that the law should be totally set, but let's have a look. Let's review the law. Let's make it workable, at least for the two parties to coexist peacefully together. But the way it is now, that is the way the law is being promulgated. If you see, just look at the title of the law. My brother Barisa has a copy of the law. Look at the title. It says, and to open grazing prohibition and ranching establishment. So two things are involved: establishment of ranching and prohibition. So even before the establishment of ranches, the prohibition is taking effect. So it is not made in a way that it will work to solve the problem. This is all that we are saying. So let's have a look at it. Let's work on it. Let's stick together and begin to review.
The Education Secretary of Obi Local Government, Ogashiwa Onoku Samuel, stated that no fewer than 35 primary schools have been shut down in Obi Local Government area of Nasarawa State as a result of attacks on thief communities in the Southern Senatorial District. Mr. Samuel made these known to journalists in his office in Obi, the council headquarters. He said that many primary schools are no longer existing in Obi following displacement of host communities. He continued that any finance that was supposed to be used for the development of the educational activities in Southern Senatorial District should be deployed to rehabilitate the destroyed primary schools. The Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, has dragged the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, and the Senate before the Federal High Court in Abuja for declaring him an enemy of democracy. The IGP, in his suit, prayed the court to bar the Senate from taking further steps with regard to a resolution it reached on May 9, wherein it purportedly passed the vote of no confidence on him. It will be recalled that Senate had in the said resolution declared the police boss as unfit for any public office, following his repeated refusal to appear before it to answer questions pertaining to the spate of killings across the country and the inhuman treatment allegedly meted out on the lawmaker representing Kogi West, Senator Dino Melaye. However, the IGP dismissed the resolution against him as a deliberate blackmail and witch hunt, insisting that he had the backing of the law to send a senior officer of the force of the rank of Deputy Inspector General of Police or an Assistant Inspector General of Police to represent him before the Senate. Meanwhile, Justice John Tosho has ordered service of the relevant court processes on the respondents through the clerk of the National Assembly, even as the case was adjourned till June 27 for hearing. A group of All Progressive Congress APC Forum for Good Governance and Leadership, Bauchi State Chapter, has vowed to retire Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara from active politics in 2019. This was the forum expressed the belief that Dogara's role in MPDP is a strong indication that is out to allegedly truncate President Muhammadu Buhari's re-election bid. Ahmed Kala, president of the forum, while speaking with newsmen in Bauchi, attributed APC crisis to Dogara, saying he must not be allowed to contest under the party come 2019. Kala added that the speaker should toe a path of honor and declare for PDP having hosted members of the opposition recently, saying that that alone indicated his hatred for APC and Buhari. According to the forum, there is no political corridor for Dogara to continue in office beyond 2019, when he is allegedly fighting the ruling party, both at the state and national levels. Kala, therefore, urged Dogara to kindly quit the APC for PDP, as President Buhari is not ready to join issues with him in the best interest of the nation. The Ondo State Chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC, Adeti Meyi, has said that the party of the All Progressives Congress APC could not afford to go into 2019 general elections as a divided house. Adeti Meyi was one of the 33 state chairmen inaugurated by John Oyegun, the APC national chairman. Speaking at a reception organized for him by members of the party in Akure, the state capital, where APC members trooped out in their large numbers to welcome Adeti Meyi back home, he promised to resolve all differences among members of the party in the state and unite them ahead of 2019 general elections, and also lauded President Muhammadu Buhari for declaring June 12 as Democracy Day and honoring the late Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola. The Ekiti State chapter of the Yoruba foremost socio-political and cultural organization Afenifere has given kudos to President Muhammadu Buhari for the restoration and revalidation of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, which up to today has no equal in content and context in all ramifications. The organization, which was one of the arrowheads in the struggle for the actualization of the freest and peaceful election, described the decision as a soothing balm on the frayed nerves of the nation's political system. According to the statement issued in Ado-Ekiti and signed by the chairman Yemi Alade and Publicity Secretary Chief Biodun Akinfashaye, said nothing could be timelier and appropriate. The statement praised President Buhari for his love for the country and his efforts to bring the spirit of oneness among different ethnic groups. Ekiti Afenifere also praised the National Assembly for its request to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to formally release the June 12, 1993 election and declare MKO Abiola as winner. The convener of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Chief Edwin Clark, has told the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government that the patience of the youth and other critical stakeholders in the region is waning. He warned the administration not to take the patience and patriotism of the people of the region for granted. Speaking in his Kiagbudu country home in Delta State, the elder statesman also lamented that jobs opening in the oil industry have been skewed in favor of the North, while debunking the Nigerian military's claim that their presence in the region has led to a sharp increase in the nation's oil production, and halted attacks by suspected Niger Delta militants. The former federal commissioner stressed that the current peace in the region was a result of the intervention of Pandev. We shall now take a short commercial break. We shall be back. Please stay with us.
It is a known fact that today, most persons, both Anglicans and non-Anglicans alike, no longer understand, value, or cherish the religious principles promulgated by the Anglican Church. Welcome to the Anglican Ambassador. This program is put together by the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN, to cover such areas. The Anglican Ambassador will be a weekly 30 minutes discussion program that will be graced by well-grounded theologians. I am Blessing Ekpenisi, your host.
You are welcome back. For more on our top stories, please visit our website at acnntv.com or youtube.com/ACNNTV to be up to date with our news and other programs. Download the ACNN app for Android from Google Play Store. And now to foreign news. The former vicar of Baghdad, Canon Andrew White, has said that he faces no charges after police concluded an investigation into the so-called Islamic State crisis to secure the release of girls held as sex slaves. Canon White denied paying money to secure the release of the girls. Canon White has been the founding director of the Foundation for Relief and Reconciliation in the Middle East, but resigned after being suspended. When British regulators, the Charity Commission, launched an investigation, after the Charity Commission began their investigation, London's Metropolitan Police launched their own criminal investigation, during which Canon White was interviewed in the presence of a solicitor. According to him, he managed to secure the release of 6 or 7 women through connections he had developed with Sunni Muslims while he was in Iraq. And so that's it. Viewers at home, we end it on this note, the news on the hour. We want to thank you and thank you profusely for watching. I am Folusho Taiwo. Please mend it. Don't end it in a hurry. God bless.